Hello and welcome to Learning Excel 2013. My name is Mike Henry and this is the second video from Tutorial 8. In this video we're going to do our basic old friend the if statement to blow the rust and the dust off, but we're going to throw something into the logical test which is another function, and this function is called month. This is going to be used to find the particular month of a date that has been pre-written. So it removes everything except the month for us. So for this next set of functions here, we're going to play with two functions here, and we're going to baby step this. We're going to do the one function just to see how cool it is, and then we're going to enclose it into another function. So you can see this column right here is called birthday month, and basically we know your birthday right over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a function to separate out the parts and components of the birthday and give us just the month. So in this case we can see this person was born in 9. I want a 9 there. Here was December. I want a 12 here. And the function we're going to use is called month. And so you can see right here we have our function already pre-set up. Right here it will be equal month. And then what we're going to do is put in the month, the cell where the birth date is, which in this case is going to be D2. And now we'll be able to say, just show us the month from this particular date. Obviously it has to be a date setup. If it's not using a date setup, this is going to come back as a failure. You're going to see in a minute we're going to take this and put that down here in a logical test in a second. So let's first do the first formula here. So I click here and I do equal. Now notice as I start typing in M and I go O, I start seeing these different kinds of functions. Right there is my month function, and so I just hit tab and I got my month. And I'm going to just put in here my D2, and I'm going to close my parenthesis. Watch what happens. You can see it cuts off everything, and now I get months, and you can see that 9, 12, 9, 8, 7, they all work right through very nicely. Now I'm going to take this particular formula right out of there because we are going to take this to the next step. Basically what we want to do is we want to change our formula a little bit so we can see which people would have birthdays on this current month. And what we have over here is we have the simulated birthday month. So the birthday happens to be in the month of September. And we can just change one spot here and we'll see who the people would have a birthday in a different time, and we'll do that here in a second. So now we're going to do an if statement. So what you can see is, and we're just going to do this as a review because you guys know if statements so well now. What you can see right away is that we've got our equal if. Now because we've already opened with an equal, I don't need this in here any longer, so I'm just going to erase that out. And basically everything here becomes our logical test, and it has to be equal to right here this particular our day over here, which is going to be AD1. Now of course AD1 is in one spot and one spot only, so we put our dollar signs right in here. Now if it's true, we're going to put the word yes. And if it's not true, we don't want to see that person coming up, so we'll just put in here nothingness. Okay. So now basically if they're born in the month that equals whatever's in that cell, we're going to see the word yes in this column. If not, we're going to see nothing. So let's come back over here and we'll fill this in. So I do an equal, I do an if, and now I'm going to use the function called month. And I put in my month, and then I put in here D2 just like we did before, and then we put in equal. The cell that's holding that is AD1. We put in our AD1. As soon as I hit my comma, I move from my logical test to true, and my true in this case is going to be the word yes. And I hit the comma, I move to my false, and I get nothingness. So now you can see that these are the people who were born in September. Now, at any time I could come in here and I could say change the birth month to May. So I put in 5, and I can see that this person here, this person, these are the May people. So in this video we looked at two things. First, we looked at our old friend, the if statement. We remember the three parts: logical test, true and false. More importantly, we looked at a new function that we used inside of our if statement called month. And we saw where we could take in a date, use the month feature, and cut off the days in the year and just leave us with the number for that particular month, which makes it really useful to use in our if statement, which was allowing us to find all the people born in a particular month or their birthday was in a particular month.